Looking to make extra income, start a business, or start money-making hobbies? This list is the top 10 side hustles for now and the future. Stay tuned and let's talk about these topics. Let's start at number 10, stock photography and AI art selling. Basically, just go around with your camera, take photos of, beautiful sights, water, the sky, animals, anything like really dramatic, like a show or an event, cars racing, motorcycles running, racing, people running, just taking your camera around, taking pictures. You could sell these and actually make money for them. And also AI art, AI is like going to another level right now. People making a bunch of art with AI, so you can actually get paid to design images on AI. So I think that's pretty cool. Number 9, we got ebooks, courses, and Notion templates. Make an ebook. They basically publishing ebooks on all sorts of things. Anything some knowledge. You can do research, or you can make a fiction book and sell it online. Courses, Notion templates. Notion templates are basically like organizers that you can customize and actually put your kind of work into the template, or like different things to motivate you through work to get you to get the task done. And these 3 things, basically you put them online, you upload them, and they sell forever. So we got ebooks, courses, and Notion templates. I think this is pretty good hustle. Next up, we got Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, TaskRabbit. Apps like these. You just basically use your phone and your car, or a lot of people use bikes or motorcycles, mopeds, scooters. They go around, you pick up an order or a passenger, and you just pick them up, you take them to their destination, Uber, Lyft. You could make pretty good cash with these, full-time or part-time. And Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, you pick up food and you deliver it to the buyer, and they'll tip you, and they also pay for the job, and you can get a tip for both, types of gigs, whether it's passenger or food. So this is a good side hustle. You get off of work, or you can do it full time, and you can make pretty decent income. Next one is Airbnb and renting out space. So Airbnb is pretty cool. So basically, you can rent out a space, a room in your house, or a rented property, rent it out for a weekend, a week, a month, however long the person pays for. And it's pretty good income. You can charge as much as hotels or even more, because it's their private space. And renting out space, personal space. You might have, say, a room in your house. You could rent it out monthly, weekly, and get an extra source of income. It's just like real estate, juiced up. So it's pretty good. It's not bad. Next one is print on demand. So you can basically design your own t-shirts. You put it on these different various sites. When someone orders this shirt, the print on demand company prints out the shirt and ships it out to the buyer. You don't really have to do anything. All you really have to do is the setup. Design a shirt, list the price, post it, and when somebody orders it, the company that's making the shirts prints out the shirts and sends it out to the buyer. So it's a good way to start passive income. It's a lot of people are doing it. They're getting some success from it. It just depends on your design and the margins. Basically, how much are you paying for this shirt to be printed, and how much are you charging? So if you have good margins, you can make good. And also, you can also look into buying your own machine and actually printing out your own t-shirts, so you can cut out the middleman and make a way higher profit. But machines cost a certain amount of money. You got to pay for the ink or whatever you need to do, the material to make the shirt actually, and you have to send it out on your own, ship them out by yourself. But it's a very, very lucrative business if you know what you're doing as far as the margins get into it. But it's something I do like. Affiliate marketing, basically, there's companies that will pay you affiliate profit if you help people to sign on to their website, to their program, to their subscription. They'll pay you a percentage of what they got and give it straight to you for directing traffic, basically directing traffic to them. If you sell a product, like on Amazon or Best Buy, they'll pay you an affiliate commission. And it's something pretty good. You just basically have to post your links on different various websites. You post your links, and if someone clicks on the link, the affiliate company will pay you a certain percentage, whether it's 2, 3, 4%, they pay you a percentage. So it's cool because you could just post your links in different places, social media, YouTube, different places like this. If someone clicks on it, they buy anything. I think they even have a window of, anytime they click, even if they come back a week later, if they bought something, but you sent them to the website, the company pays you an affiliate commission. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Content creation such as YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, these companies will pay you if they're able to put ads on your video and people watch your videos. So that means they're watching your ads. They'll pay you certain, payments depending on how many views you get, how many watch hours you have, and it can start to accumulate, So content creation, YouTube is, starting to be a good source of passive income now and in the future. Drop shipping and e-commerce. I like this one a lot. Drop shipping, basically you could sell a product on a drop shipping site. So basically you could sell someone else's product and you put it on your drop shipping site and you get paid. They basically send out the product. If someone buys it, but you get your commission because you made the website and it started to get sales. So all the buyer has to do is click on it, buy it, and the company that's actually selling it is, their order is redirected to the site, and you'll get, a share of the profit. E-commerce, that's drop shipping. And e-commerce is basically you have your product, you have your site, such as Amazon or eBay, you could sell, or any other site, wherever they click on the link to buy your product and they buy something and, someone pays for it, you get, your payment. It's a good way to make money while you sleep. Making money while you sleep is great. Wow. You could be selling things in your sleep, just basically by having stores online and people are buying your product. So it's a cool way to make a passive income. If you could set up the store and you have a good product that people would like to buy, you'll do great. But the market is pretty flooded right now, but people are still making a ton if you do have that product, that key product. But it's not easy to get that, I know personally, but it can be done. It can can be done. So I like e-commerce. It's not going anywhere no time soon, or drop shipping. So yeah. Online tutoring and teaching. So basically, if you know math really good, or you know how to write an essay really good, science, social studies, or anything that is taken in college, like computer programming or web design, a lot of, classes people take in college or in high school or even in grammar school, learning how to read and write. You can teach these things online. You could be an online teacher to anyone in the world. Language is pretty good. A lot of people teach language, such as English, Arabic, Spanish. They teach these languages online to anyone in the world, in any part of the world. It's a good source of income, because just from knowing what you know already, you can use your knowledge and teach other people, and you get your payment. So I think it's a pretty good one right there. And the number one side hustle nowadays is freelancing. Freelancing meaning writing, programming, and designing. Writing books for people is pretty good. It's pretty lucrative because it's not easy to write a book. You could write a book for someone and, they'll pay you. They write songs for people. These are freelance writers, and they're paid pretty well, if you have good material. Designing, like web design, or any kind of design, interior designing people's houses. They're paid pretty good for their intelligence on, what's appealing, to the eye, like your website or, a house, designers, they're getting paid pretty good, clothing designers. And programming, computer programming different, all these applications or, websites, they're paid pretty well because this world is based on computers. So if you know these kind of skills, computer programming, you have a pretty good way of making money. So these are the passive income streams, top 10 right now. You can do them as side hustles, and wow, if you can add 1, 2, even 3 of these under your belt, or just, you don't have to be a jack of all trades, just focus on maybe even one, or just even trying to learn and seeing if you like any of these things, because it's great to like what you do and to do what you like what you do and to do what you like. Sky's the limit. So this is just something that I wanted to share, and yeah, I'm big on it. I want to learn more on these, so I'm just sharing my experience and learning these different kind of things to do to build your passive income stream, or to build another income stream, because this country or this world is not easy. Living in this world is not easy, and you need, more income sometimes if your job is not cutting it, and to add another stream of income is great. So, I have more videos for you guys. Continue to watch these videos with me. It helps a lot. If you can like, comment, subscribe, it'll help a lot for me to bring more content like this out. So peace out. I'll see you guys later.